Morning, Koya.
Hi, good morning. This is
Hey.
Philippines.
Yeah, well, I'm going to introduce you in a minute. I'm going to cut
Yeah.
out the first bit because this is going to be pre-recorded, but I'm going to edit it before, and I'll send it to you before I launch it. So with your permission, so I'll make sure I send it to you first, and then at least you've got a copy, and then I'll edit bits and I'll show you the edited bit as well. Is that okay,
Yeah,
Quinn?
good. That's good.
Oh.
Okay. I will change my name because my name is the name of my daughter. Because I
This
was
can be put in the this can be put in the bloopers, Koya, so at least you can laugh and say, "Oh, look, okay, you haven't seen this bonus footage yet, but when you see it, you'll be wondering why I was laughing about my name." No, it's good. Thank you, Koya.
Yeah. So good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. Are you whenever you're ready? Have you changed it yet, or are you okay?
Maybe I will change the background first. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready, and then we'll.
Yeah. I forgot how to change the background. Show caption.
So yeah, let me know when you're ready, Koya. This is all good. This is relaxed. So.
Yeah, sure. Okay, later. Because I need a good background. I need to look for gallery. I forgot how to change it. Okay.
You're all right.
Okay, later. Okay, now I got it. I got the. I will change the background to. I think it's, I use my logo.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
This one's good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that's good. So thank you for the opportunity.
That's okay, Koya. Are you ready? Do you want me to introduce you? I'll
Yeah,
put
sure.
that on there. Yeah, okay. Okay, welcome to the Phil Carew Show. I have a really special guest here. It's such a real honor to actually invite Guru Melchor William Amosco. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good. Every day I am busy with my online classes. Yeah, and then entertaining the inquiry about arnis, like that, and then some posting some video marketing, promotional video.
Oh, okay. Just to let everyone know, Guru Melchor is actually a very well-known and well-respected Filipino martial artist, not just in the Philippines, but also abroad. Because if you're not aware of that, you can check him out, not just on Facebook, but also on other platforms. I wasn't aware of this, but here's one of many top instructors in the Filipino martial arts world. So yeah, I am really honoured, and this is off the cuff, off the record as well. I'm looking forward to being mentored by himself in the foreseeable future. So yeah, just to let you know, guys, I will be honoured, and it's going to be an emotional moment. I know, part of my journey, that I'm going to be part of the Philippine martial arts community as well in the foreseeable future. So I can't wait to be able to start that journey with himself. Yeah, just to let the audience know, when did you start your Filipino martial arts and getting involved in harness? Was it when you was a child, or was it part of a journey? Like when I spoke to Wayne, you know, one of Panong Guru, Wayne Hunt, I know his was a journey, but with yourself, was it when you started as a child? Was it something like that was passed on from like a grandfather to father and then yourself? Was it like that?
Yeah, my father influenced with me. He's starting teaching a non-formal lesson of martial arts, because my father is a Vilcat practitioner in Manila.
Okay.
Yeah, Vilcat is they practice karate during that time. Yeah, and then after that, I searched for a formal school of martial arts. So it is what we call the school of Tangsodo, Karate,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
Arnis. It is
Wow.
they teach Arnis. The system that they teach is Dosi Paris under the teaching of Master Paninsoro, Jumidis Paninsoro. He is a Cebuano instructor, good instructor.
Wow.
Yeah, from Bisaya.
Wow.
Mostly
Wow.
practitioner of Arnis are Bisayan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yep.
that is the time that I started practicing martial arts at the age of 13 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
During that time, the formal classes that I've been attended is when I become high school, first year high school.
Wow.
Yeah. That is the formal classes. But before that, I have an experience already with my father. Yeah, my father is a waray-waray. He's born in Eastern Samar, near
Wow.
Cebu also, and Leyte.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and he teach me some basic techniques how to defend ourselves. Yeah, but that is more direct teaching.
Oh, wow.
Not unlike the school. The school have a formal teaching methods than the
Yes.
with my father. My father teach
Yes.
me direct. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
And then after that, then I go to Manila. So I continue my schooling in martial arts. I searching different school like that. So when I searching a different school, I schooled with I enrolled in karate, and then some but I'm not satisfied with myself. So that's why I search for the martial arts that I want. So I searched for Aikido. So I became a third dan in Aikido, Yuishinkai, under Maestro Talag, under Talag Sensei, the one of the pioneering Aikidoka practitioner here in the Philippines. Yeah.
Wow.
And after that, so Aikido and Arnis, I compared. I continue my Arnis training under Punong Lakan, Garitoni Nicolas. Yeah, it's 1995 to 1996. Yeah, because after high school, I went for college. I go for my college schooling. So that's why I continue it with Punong Lakan, Garitoni Nicolas. He's a modern Anis Mano Filipino Martial Arts master. Yeah. He's the student of the founder of combatant, great grandmaster Ernesto Presas, the brother of grandmaster, one of the great the founder of modern Arnis, Remy Presas, grandmaster Remy Presas also. Yeah.
Wow.
So then after that, I've been stay in harness because the movement of harness and Aikido have similarity. But then Maestro Talag teach me also the teaching methods of he founded Budiwan, Bukluran ng Diwa at Katawan, unification of mind and body. Yeah, it's a coordination of both movement. And then combination with the Southeast Asian martial arts. So that's why we practice also suntukan or mano-mano. And then
Yes.
Domog, the physical look of Domog is the grappling, just like Jiu-Jitsu. But now I teach Domog according to the principles of Arnis. Yeah, so that's why you can explain it based on the Arnis principles. That is the Domog that we practice. Yeah,
Goodness.
standing and then ground.
How intense, because I'm fully aware of not just what I've heard, but I've witnessed myself. But just to let the audience know, how intensive can the training be? Because I know it's not one of those martial arts where you can just walk in and just say, yeah, I'll just grab somebody, I'll just grab some sticks, and you know, the next few days I'll be fine, it'll be excellent, yeah, it'll be fine. And it's more than what you think, because I think people they sometimes have this tunnel vision visually, which no fault of their own and their own ignorance. You have to pardon us as human beings, you know, as ignorance of what you see in the television, you know, because a lot of people don't see what actually happens in reality. You know, in what happens, you know, Guru Melchor, you know, when you have something happen, it's like in boxing, you know, if you're defending yourself. I think it was Samuel Hong in one of the martial arts movies. He said that in real life, it's the same as Arnis, you know, any form of martial arts, even boxing, martial arts, any form of martial arts, it can happen in seconds. You know, it's not like all of this, grabbing like that, and then fast. And I know Punong Guru Wayne Hunt, I know for a fact some stories that he's mentioned to me. I was like, wow, the intensive training you gave him, let's just say his training that he had before, he just had to do what, like Bruce Lee saying is, you know, you have to empty what you think you know and then refresh everything, empty it. And then you managed to say, you broke down the training with him, didn't you? You said, well, oh no, that's good. Now to do this. And some funny experiences, Guru Melchor, you know, it's
that's right,
like that. So what would you say in terms of in the reality as fiction? Because I know it's hard for some people to believe. Obviously, I'm not wishing anyone upon to be in a position where they have to, you know, but it's intensive and it's quick, isn't it? You know, how would you describe what it would be, you know, because I know you've probably been, even in competitiveness, in competition, it's not like a role play in a movie where you go, oh, come on, you do this, and I'll do this, and I'll block this like that. It's very intense and it's real. You have to try and imagine in reality how it would be. So you're given 3/4 of reality, so it gives them the intensity. So if something happens, you're prepared, you know?
Yeah.
So how would you describe that?
That's why during practice, or any instructors can teach armies or any martial arts form of self-defense. Okay, but the most important is practice the practicality of the art. Do not practice the flowery movement of the art. You can practice the flowery, but just for fun only.
Yes,
but more important, more intense on the practicality application of the art. That's why Arnis is more direct. That's why you can block as defensive form, and then you can hit immediately the target. So no flowery movement, no playing. Just hit that, just like boxing. Bang, bang, direct.
Yes.
Similar in Arnis also. You can block or you can hit him direct without without wasting of time. That's why when practice with me he stay with me for 1 month, morning, evening, Then repeat, repeat, repeat. I told you, repeat, repeat. He felt the hard training here in the Philippines.
He felt the real training. You felt the real training. You gave him the real training.
Mostly of my foreign students say, "Oh, the training in Philippines is different." Rather than I did not say that I'm best. I'm good, but the the training that I teach to my student is different. I want to tell them how to learn. Okay, so they want to learn fast, and then they can apply immediately. No, that's why we did not practice flowery movement.
Well, that's true, because you have to be realistic, because in reality, yeah, you're prepared for the practicalities, but you have to give that kind of consideration and thought that if was something to happen in those few seconds, you need to think of some movements of where you know what to think, because you're not gonna say, oh, hold on a moment, let me get something to block. Hold on a moment.
Yeah,
that person who's going to attack you, they're not going to turn around and say, yeah, I'll wait for you to get something. They're going to they'll do it.
Yes, that's
so
why
you're going to have instant.
Don't wait that your opponent attack you. If you feel that he harm you, immediately him.
Yeah.
Control. But to control you, because we need to apply the self-defense application, the self-defense methods. So you can control only by striking the shoulder, the hand, the leg, to control the aggression only. But so do not enforce or do not put total damage to the opponent. So because we are a human being, we are created by God, so we need to love also our enemy.
Yeah, that is very true.
The highest achievement of us being a martial arts is to saving life.
Yes.
It is not to put damage.
I think people put the wrong get the wrong impression, Guru Melchor. I think sometimes in martial arts, I've noticed this within myself. I've witnessed it, and I've even experienced it. I think sometimes television and film and certain aspects of the media do bring it upon where certain age ranges up to teenagers, even up to those who are ignorant to not know what martial arts or even a form of martial arts can inflict quite a lot of damage if it's done properly with the right training and with the right, coming from the right people. Because I think I remember, there's a film, Born Identity, where our Philippine martial arts, our origin of the martial arts come from the Philippines. Now, I wasn't aware of this, that there was a lot of Philippine martial arts going around used in choreography, the Born Identity, because I know there was one, Joe Morena, he was there in Manila, he was filming there, using the Philippine martial arts. So that was, I thought, my goodness, it's everywhere. You got Frankenstein, you got the thing called kick-ass, where they're using the arnis sticks, and the arnis and all the other movements of the Philippine martial arts, because, a lot of people, most of them, they think, oh, it's all about swords and knives. It's more than that, because I think my understanding is it's in reverse. You can use your training in reverse with any form of weaponry, but that's the extension of your hands and other parts of your body. And it's in reverse, because the system is actually whatever you do with your hands and your legs is also used with a weaponry.
With a weapon, so that's right.
Yeah, it's in reverse. That's what I understand. So it's in there, but some people may actually think, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because you think if you can use both hand in hand in reverse, that you don't have to think about it, because it becomes, it's all one, in one thing.
That's why in arnis, you can practice weaponry, you can practice empty-handed. So the methods or the way of weapon is the same as methods of empty hand. That is what we call mano-mano, the hand-to-hand combat of arnis. the empty hand to hand combat to varnish. Yeah. So that is the, yeah. So that, for example, if you do the striking, if you do the striking with this, the same. You can do the chop. You can do the bullet punch. You can do the elbow. The same. If you use the punyo, this one, you can do the elbow. You can do the back fist.
Wow.
So no need to practice
No.
many kinds of martial arts. When you focus harness, the deepest part of harness and the deepest principles of harness, it's all there. That's why harness is a complete system of almost complete system of martial arts. Yeah.
I love it because I love it because, to be honest with you, you know, even asking you this question, it's been great because it's been a childhood thing. I said this to my family, my mother and my partner Meg and everyone else. I think my mum, I remember the first time I was watching martial art films, and because I got bullied when I first came here in the UK. I wasn't long here and I wasn't always very good with English. You know, it took me probably about up to 6 months to speak English. And I got bullied, Guru Melchor, and then I didn't know there wasn't any Philippine martial arts. I was similar to you, you know, I went on to different things. I think there was something called Aikijitsu and Jiu-Jitsu. I did a little bit of that and there's some karate. But the only time I ever really come across, because, you know, even Emir Alexander is a fellow Filipino from Cebu, and he actually lives a few minutes away or was in the same city. That's ironic, you know, Guru Melchor. It's like yourself. How do I know that I might know someone somewhere in the city where you are, and you don't know who you're talking to? We're linked like that. We don't even know. You might even be related and we didn't even know it. You know, it's amazing because I said to him, I said, well, look, when I went through something like that, when I came over here, there was no Philippine martial arts that I was aware of, because it was unheard of. Here, it's always, have you noticed, it's like the stereotypes. If someone sees someone do a form of martial arts, the first thing you hear is karate and kung fu.
Yeah.
There's no Philippine martial arts. And then when they hear of it, like, what is that? That's amazing. It's quick.
Yeah,
you know, and,
that's right.
You know, and you think, wow, what is that? And you think, well, actually, if you go back to Bruce Lee, he mixed in the Philippine martial arts, which is Jeet Kune Do, with his kung fu and other systems. So he's mixed in all the different best bits and the weak spots of areas and that. So really, Jeet Kune Do is actually part of the Philippine system, because they've all got various similarities of the, you know, where the weaknesses are and everything. But the Philippine system is, because it was unheard of. It's like when he went through, Bruce Lee went through a system where it was only the Chinese, you know, in that time, in that time period where he was, they wanted to keep it with them. You know, how was it like in the Philippines, where, you know, you wanted to preserve the martial arts for the Philippines? Was it very similar around that time, you know, when you said, oh, no, we have to keep this, it's like a secret? And you think, well, there are certain things that we keep, but there's also other stuff where there's nothing wrong with being able to share, so it can expand the knowledge of others. You know, like Bruce Lee said, you know, doesn't matter what origin or background or you know, whether if you're a man or a woman, you know, you're going to be taught something. You know, like yourself, you know, your students may come from so many different areas with different backgrounds, different nationalities, you know, different gender.
Yeah.
You know, you must have come across so many over the years. Even, what was it like to have your first student?
Yeah, that's why we need to teach the art. We need to teach the art, but in a proper manner of teaching. That's why we teach the standard, and including the history and the culture inside the art.
Yes.
Yeah, to share, not to keep it as in a family. Because if you keep it and do not teach publicly, You cannot promote the art. You cannot promote
No.
the art of arnis. Yes, that's why we need to think properly and select
Yes.
good people to
Yes.
study the art. Otherwise, it will be used by mislead by using bad people to apply
Yes.
it in a bad purposes. So it's not
Yeah.
good. That's why we need to promote the art. We need to go into sports also, okay, to promote the art, because if you have a standard and then the sports standard also for safety and good roles, so it becomes part of the sports. That's why
Yes.
harness is we are running now for, hopefully we are running for Olympics.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's why,
Yeah.
because this is the harness is our national sports and martial arts here in the Philippines. Yeah, yeah, so that's why we need to promote it. So my plan is to go actually to go international from different countries to promote the art of harness. Yeah, so both.
I look forward to that as well,
Yeah.
to be part of that journey.
So, yeah, because the the most important to teach is the kids, because the kids they are the future of the art.
Yes.
Adult more on combat mentality. More on, but for kids, the fun, and then later on they grow. And see, they like practicing the art. They love the art without the purpose of hurting any people. They
That's
love to
true.
promote only the art. But for the adults, different purpose.
Yeah, that's true, because have you noticed, like, with the children, they're like their brains is like a sponge. They can pick it up very quickly as well.
That's right.
You'd be surprised how quickly they can pick it up. You know, once you've shown them a few things. Wow. With us, I think because we're so stuck in ways where we have certain habits that we think that we should apply all the time, whereas sometimes once we sort of refresh ourselves and take all of that out and think, well, look, hold on a moment, whatever I knew somewhere else that I thought I knew is nowhere near going to be the same, and be prepared for some changes, because you need to change to be able to go and adapt with something new, you know, like you do with a new skill. You know, the moment you do that, it becomes like second nature. You know, you keep doing these drills. And I've always used to hear this, oh, why are we doing this drill? There's the same again. I said, well, look, if you did the same drill enough times, have you not noticed there's reasons for it? People don't realize that when you do the same thing enough times, your brain is like a muscle memory, isn't it?
Yes.
The moment instantaneously, if you did something to me and you said, right, Phil, I want you to do this. I'm like, okay, I'll do that.
So it becomes natural.
I'll do that. And then the moment you throw something at me, I'll be like, I'm like that straight away. And I've done it instantaneously. I've moved like this. You said, see?
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you'd be going like this, going, where shall I move? And you think, well, all you're doing is moving like that, but you need to block. And when do you block? And that part of that movement every time, I think it's a more of the culture. Like, you're right, it's the culture and the habit. Part of the culture and the habit needs to change, because a lot of times when you're not used to having that form of habit of doing something, if you don't change that habit to be able to get used to doing something, you know, you get complacent and you get lazy, and then you forget, and then you think, oh, because I think it's very important that when you do these drills and you practice enough times, no matter how many times you do the same drill, one day it will stick, it will be there, and then you'll go, right, I know when you're ready, and you'll do something, and instantaneously you'll be there, and you think, how did you do that? And you think, well, because your body's been trained to do that. If you haven't done that, you'll be there going like this.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know any different, because you'd just be standing there thinking, oh, what am I going to do? And then all of a sudden, then you'd be like that, and you think, well, what am I going to do? So I think I really respect that in the drills, because we have to be realistic, because a lot of times, I'll tell you a quick funny story from my side. I remember it's similar to with the sticks, the baston, right?
Yeah, baston.
In the UK over here, we had something called Spirit Combat. We were wearing like the blue geese and our belts and everything. And over here, they call it a kosh, you know, like a baton kosh thing like that. And it was made of, I think it was like a lining with a black rubber thing on it. And on the outside, it was made of like a special made up plastic thing on the outside. So it would protect the baston. And I was going like this. And I think my mistake, because I wasn't very experienced enough at the time, I didn't know what it was like to lose. I was like, oh my goodness. So I come in and I was like this, and you had to tap, apparently just before you countered it, you know, we'd had to tap the floor twice, and I'd have a shield and this big, oh, this helmet was similar to what you would wear in the actual competitions.
Yeah.
But this one was very big. It looked like as if I was on a motorcycle. It was like that with a visor thing. It was funny.
Yeah.
I looked like I was ready to go on a, you know, like in Philippines for a motorcycle like that. And I thought, what the heck is this? So all my friends were laughing and they said to me, it's for your protection. Unless you want to get knocked out with this thing, even though it's plastic, you'll be like that. I thought, okay, I believe you. So I went in, I was competing. And I was very, very fast. I was quick, but I was inexperienced. That was the first time. It was hard for me, but I understood, because obviously when you're inexperienced, you think, oh, why did I, you know, how did I, what was my problem at the time? The issue at the time with me that I thought was a problem, it wasn't a problem, is because I didn't know, not just how to lose, but because I didn't have the experience. I wasn't told at the time to prepare that this other person that I was competing with took advantage. You can't take it with emotions, because in reality, if that was on, like you and I mentioned previously in our conversation at the start of the interview, is that you can't get emotional, because once you get emotional, when you go, oh, that person must have got hurt. Well, is your attacker going to say the same thing to you? No, he's going to attack you. He's not going to go, oh, look, I'll give him a black eye. It's all right. Oh, look, I've just hurt him, wounded him. I'm going to take him to hospital. No, they're there to do that. Their intention is to attack you. They're not there to tickle you or wrestle you like you see on the, you know, the WWE. It's nothing like that. You know, it's, you know, oh, let's slap him about a little bit and tickle him. You know, oh, it's all right. No, I took the kosh and I went like this, and I didn't know at the time. When I went like this, I struck. Apparently, I hit part of his arm.
Yeah.
And he went, oh, you hit too hard. And I thought, hit too hard. This is martial arts. I'm not here to tickle him. I'm here to actually, you know, win. I'm here to compete. I'm not here to make him feel good, you know, and go, oh. So there was 2 times, right? I think I missed out 2 strikes, because you get like a point system like you have, you know, with the competition with the Filipino martial arts. And it was very similar. But they called it a spirit combat here, where it was like similar to like the Vikings, you know, where what you have with the Arpelegos, with the Philippine martial arts, you know, they have a shield and a sandong. They call it, or something similar to that. They call it the machete sandong. Yeah. Machete. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, we had one which is it would be equivalent to, it was a replacement of that, called a kosh. You know, like similar to the baton, the stick, but it was with a plastic thing and the shield. So I was holding it like this, and by the end of the competition, the parents were saying, my coach was laughing. He said, I can't believe it. I said, you let your emotions take, because what I did was, even though I struck him, they used that emotion, because I was inexperienced, to their advantage. But even though when I hit him, I needed 1 point. But I think my problem was, because I didn't have that experience. They said to me, oh, you hit him too hard on the last strike. So yeah, you need to calm down. And it was like, oh. And I thought, oh my God, what is this? What is this? I said, in reality, mate, you ain't got a choice. If someone did that to you, you're not going to be, that's not going to cut it. Because in reality, what are you going to do? We're going to turn around and say, oh, look, he tickled me on the arm. Look how much he tickled me. I thought, do you know what? that was when it stopped. It stopped for me, Guru Melchor, because I realized, I thought, I can't be having this. Because in reality, the first time I used something was, I think I was defending myself, school, because I had the youngsters there, and then it stopped. The bullying stopped. The moment I used it, they went to the instructor of my dojo.
Yes.
And they had the cheek, the ones who were bullying me had the cheek to go there and say, oh, you need to ban him because he's defending himself. What person does that? Goes to your dojo, excuse me, your student is defending himself. Yeah. And my instructors, all of them were laughing. They said, you know what, get out my dojo. I said, why would I want to have a student that's been bullied by you, and your parents and yourself are expecting my student to be banned because he's defending himself? Are you for real? Are you not right in the head? There's something wrong with you. I said, he's doing it to defend himself, not to play around, you know. Oh my God. And then my parents, my stepdad, bless his soul, he's passed away now. He said, when he was alive, he shook my hand. He said, well done, son. You defended yourself. You know, you've been bullied enough. And then when you use something like that, changes everything, you know. And my mum was like, she said, look, you've been here for this period of time at your age. Well done, son. I'm proud of you. Don't forget where you're from and what you're doing, you know, because people like that, they need to know that you don't want to be messed around with, because it's not about being taken advantage of. You need to defend yourself these days, you know, because there's a lot of things happening in the world, Guru Melchor, and unfortunately, you get some people get victimized by not having this kind of experience. I think in terms of that, what was it like? My question is to you is, when you first had an encounter of a student come to you and say, well, Guru Melchor, I'd like to learn this, you know, I haven't done it before, you know, and what can you do for me? What was the feeling of having actually a student come up to you and say, I'd like to be taught by you? What was the feeling? What was that for you, like for you?
Yeah, as a guru, it is I am very happy to have a student like that, because it means they have a good heart to learn the art. So that's why sometimes I ask, what is the purpose why you study arnis? Just to harm people, or just for self-defense, or just for to preserve also the culture and tradition?
Well, both. Those two, all in one. You know, all of them together, because you know, I like when I learn something, I want to be able to pass something on, and that I've always said that to my eldest son, and he's 9 now, and also other people that I know. I said, I'd like to learn something where I can, someone that can show me something, in return, I'll be able to not just preserve that, learn something and be able to pass it on. You know, it's really important, where sometimes you don't get enough people that show interest and their intentions are different. You know, you got a lot of people where their intentions are, oh, I'll go there, I'll just learn
that's
that.
why you have to hear the side also of your student, what they want, why do you study, why do you study arnis. So I am very happy. I will guide him, or I will guide the student the proper way of training, from the fundamental to the more advanced, but step by step, and analyze, and a systematic approach of teaching. So that's why the student can learn fast and he can understand immediately in 1D training.
Wow.
That's why when I teach, it's very simple. The technique is very simple. So that's why you need to be open-minded, not to be not to argue your teachers, because he's your teachers. Just follow the teaching.
Yeah, that's true. If you had, I'm just going to go off key quickly. I know that this is for a number of other guests I've had in the past. I'm also going to ask yourself. It'll be quite interesting what you come up with. What if you had a superpower and you combined it with arnis? What would you have? What superpowers would you use?
Oh,
yeah, a superpower. You know, like like Iron Man or Superman or something, or
it's something like a Superman. So Superman, when you see Superman, you can do what you want. You have a superpower. So it means actually you can save the life of others, just like as a Superman. So this is only for superpower.
of course, What else would you use?
The knowledge that you have, like an artist or any form of martial arts, then you can save the life of people when they need you.
Wow.
If they are victims of crimes. Crimes. Yes. So that's my if I have a superpower like that.
What you're gonna be like? It would be like a Filipino version of Batman. Yeah. As well, like minus the superpowers. Yeah, exactly. Minus not just the superpowers, but you've got like the abilities of like Batman. Whereas.
Yeah, that's right. Then you're fighting. You're using the armies.
Yeah, exactly. That would be
to fight
brilliant,
the criminals.
Oh, brilliant. What about meals? What is your favorite meal? Have you got anything other than, is there anything that you like? Is it Filipino, or obviously as in without having to be biased, as in like Filipino meals, or is there any other meals that you've tried that you like? Is there any favorite particular meals outside Philippine meals, or is it any particular meals that is it Filipino, or is there any others that you like?
Mostly probably is the Filipino meals that I like. I really love.
Oh, wow.
Even I taste different foods from different countries also that I've been there. But I like also the food they serve to me. But I really love Filipino, especially fish with soup. They call it tinulang isda.
Right. Yeah.
With the hot with the pepper.
Yeah.
Green pepper. So then when you put the calamansi. Oh
yes.
Then you put what we call this, the lemongrass. It's good. Very smelly.
Wow.
And it's nice. Yes.
Would you have you eaten? I know I've spoken to most Filipinos here, and I know there's some that haven't, but there are others that have. Have you eaten balut?
I tried eating balut, but I cannot. I cannot, because although I look it out clean because it is inside of the eggshell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the problem when I see the chicken inside.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot.
It's a psychological thing, isn't it? Some people have said, "Oh, you can't really tell." Well, I thought.
Yeah, I've been trying. It is inside my mouth, but I won't.
Yeah. Well, even Punong Guru Wayne Hunt said the same. He said no, he won't. His reaction on the last episode.
No.
He said, "No way, don't get in it. I'm not getting anywhere near. Put that away. Don't go anywhere near me." He's too scared to go anywhere near it. Oh dear.
Probably the most food the meal that I really like is vegetable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of is it? Because I know, I'm trying to remember if it's because my grandmother in Cebu, I think she had something. They call it kamangai.
Malunggay.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. And the other one,
green leaves.
Yeah.
It's malunggay. It's a good source of vitamins.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, she used to grow it in the garden, so you can't do that over here in the UK.
Right.
You have to be
unfortunately,
you have to be a farmer in the UK to have that, or you have to get it someone specially imported from the Philippines. So I'm not fortunate enough to get that. I have to ask my mother or someone. Well, I go, can I have some of that? I said, yep, freshly thrown from the Philippines. Thank you, fresh.
Yeah, it is a
Otherwise, you'd have to
super,
grow it in the
yeah,
farm, you know, over here.
that's right. It is easy to
Uh,
grow also. You know, the branch only, you put it
yeah,
in the land, and then it will
yeah.
grow in few days.
Oh God.
Yeah, easy to grow.
What I'm gonna have to do, if you don't mind, because what I'll do, when is another time you'd be able to do, because I would like to do a second part of this, because obviously it's gone for
Yeah,
a bit
sure.
long
Don't
than
worry.
expected. But when would be the best time for you to, when you're next free? Because I could do another part, so I can split. I can do it part 2, part 3, you know,
Yeah,
something like that.
maybe
So I
next
could,
week, because I'm busy this coming October 11 to 17.
okay, no problem.
Maybe after 17. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
Maybe
one.
Wednesday or yeah, maybe Wednesday after 17. This is today is October.
Yeah.
This 2 months October, so 17, 20.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe 19 Wednesday. I'm free on Wednesday.
Yes. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, you wait, guys. You're in for a treat for the next one, part 2 with Guru Melchor. I'm
We will
looking forward
continue
to it.
more about Arnis and more about the life
Yes,
as being Arnisador.
of course. Yes, that's it. Well, the other 2 quick questions. Well, these are 2 quick ones on there. If you was to travel anywhere, where would it be? Because if you haven't been there yet and you haven't been there before, and why would you travel there? Because, you know, other than the Philippines, if you'd like to travel anywhere and you could pack your bags right now, Guru Melchor, and then they say, look, here you go, we've got some tickets for you. And you're like, oh, thanks. They go, where would you like to go?
Yeah,
Where would you go and why would you go there?
my plan is because Philippines, I can go around. My plan is to go international, like for example, UK, like Europe, because I want to
Yes.
spread about Arnis. My
Yes.
purpose is to share the culture about
Yep.
Arnis. That's only my purpose. Teach Arnis outside the country, so you can promote, and then we can invite many practitioners to go to Philippines also.
Oh, wow.
This is how we can develop Arnis. If I go from different countries to teach Arnis, that's the time we can practice worldwide. We can
Yes.
spread it like that. Yes. That's why we need to develop also different guru or different teachers of Arnis.
Oh, wow. You know what? It's been such an honor, Guru Melchor. You know, it's been such an honor, and it's been fun talking to you, because I really can't wait to be part of this journey and to join you. And then, you know, my plan is to become a guru myself, you know, like yourself one day.
Good,
you know, that'll be my long-term plan.
Thank
Just
you.
to let everyone else know out there, the audience, that's my plan. So
Welcome to the Arnis world.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good to practice Arnis, because once you practice Arnis, you are remembering the culture of Filipinos.
Yeah, no, just to let everybody know, and to let yourself know, I'm actually going to join Punong Guru Wayne Hunt this Sunday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this Sunday I'm going to the UK Martial Arts Hall of Fame Awards. So I'll be there at Burton-on-Trent. So I'll be there at the National Brewery. So look out, folks. And I haven't done this, and it'll be the first time. You'll be surprised with this, Guru Melchor.
Yeah.
Click the link below for more information. And not only that, please hit the subscribe button. Make like, and also make some comments as well. This will be the first probably ever time I've actually mentioned this, because, you know, usually some people, they'll watch it and they'll say, I like this, and then they forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. It'll be much appreciated. It will help support Phil Carew Show and help reach out others out there that hasn't reached out yet. Thank you very much. And it's been a pleasure and honor to have you on the Phil Carew Show, Guru Melchor.
Yeah, it's an honor also. Thank you so much for this is a good opportunity. So that's why we can spread, and then let people know about Arnis. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So
no, I
it's good.
appreciate that. Thank you.
So yeah, through interview like this, so we can do the interview and then we can post it and the social media sharing through YouTube and then the Facebook page account. It's good.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
very much. No, much appreciated, Guru Melchor. And folks, look out for part 2 because Guru Melchor is going to be on again, and I'm going to look forward to this seriously. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I'm excited already, and we haven't even reached there yet. That's how excited I am.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
this is good. This is good. Thank you so much. So
You're most welcome.
share your this video. We will share it.
Of course, yeah, I'll do that. I'll share that as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pugay.
Take care.
Yeah, Pugay po. This is how this is how we put respect each other in Arnis.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye bye for now.
Take care. Bye bye.